Hello, I'm George Christian, and welcome back. The last time we talked about the economy that we're all experiencing right now and how difficult that is, and what might be some solutions to help you and I to recover the income that maybe we were losing during these times. I'm reminded of a story back when I was a kid. There was a comedian that would come on the radio, Justin Wilson, and he told the story about a guy that came up here to Colorado from the New Orleans area, and he'd never seen bears before, and a bear started chasing him. And to shorten the story, but he told about this bear chasing him. He said the bear was right behind me, and it was right on my tail, and I looked out, and out in the valley there was one tall tree, just one big tree. And I ran for that tree, the bear right on my heels, and I leaped for the tree. And his friend said, did you? He said, there's just one limb. And he said, did you catch it? And he said, well, no, I missed it going up, but I caught it coming down. Well, we're in a situation where there's a bear right on our tail, and I'm hoping to tell you about at least one tree that you can leap for, and may not be the right tree for you, but hopefully it is, and it's the tree that I've jumped for. But I'm going to ask you that when you leap for it, leap high enough that if you miss it going up, that you can catch it coming back down. The partners that I mentioned yesterday are just amazing. As I began to apply what I had learned from back in 1989, I started a search because I needed to connect with the right group and the right partner, the right provider of product, and I found some guys that I think are irreplaceable. And we've been able to join our teams together. They've allowed me to come along beside them. They've come along beside me. And that's what I'm offering to you. Now, you might say, what is it? Well, it's in the health field. It's a health-related product. My little company is called Healthwise Solutions. Profoundly, that name was created by Sandy and I before we even discovered this opportunity that I'm going to tell you about. But all of us have understand that our bodies, in a similar way to our cars, you got to keep the oil circulated. And this is oversimplification, but all of us go change the oil in our car. Some of us crawl underneath the car. Some of us take it down and pay a fair price to have someone else change the oil. We know that's good for the vehicle. If you don't do it, you're going to have some severe problems. And if you're driving one of those cars like I had early in my life, where you pour oil in and it kind of burns it up and it needs to be replaced and replenished, you realize how important it is to keep putting oil in and keep changing the oil. But you really can't tell the car is running any better. You know it is in your head intellectually, but you can't see a difference. Now, if you go down, you have a date on Friday night, and you go out there and get the hose out and you start washing that car, or later you take it down to a car wash and have it kind of semi-detailed out. I don't know what it is about it, but most people that I've talked to would agree that washing that car, you can actually feel the difference. It just seems like it runs better, and it smells better, and it just seems to function better. Although the oil change was far more beneficial than those other things, but the symptoms of cleaning that car up just make it more fun to drive and almost make it feel new and renewed. Well, that's sort of what we're talking about with GXL. GXL is something that the body absolutely needs, like your vehicle or your car needs oil. And our body begins producing it at birth, at every cell. Not GXL, it's glutathione. And GXL is a way to, sort of like putting oil in your car. So your body needs glutathione throughout your life to function. It's the master cleansing antioxidant that God put in our bodies to make it work. As that begins to diminish, starting at about age 20, we begin to feel the symptoms of that. Well, what we've discovered is something called GXL that 100% of the time, by double-blind placebo, crossover test, and blood test, 100% of the time, it's like that oil change. There's a significant benefit at the cellular level for every cell in your body. Now, you can't really tell that or feel it, but the great thing about GXL is that it's also sort of like the car wash for about 80% of the people. 80% of the people that try it for a month begin to feel an amazing amount of energy and sleep better at night and have great mental capacity, and all these things begin to happen. Now, that's not the real true benefit of it. The true benefit is what's happening down at the cellular level, kind of like the oil change. But the great thing about it, from a marketing standpoint, is that you can actually tell that it's working. You can feel that something's going on. And if you stop using it, you can tell it right away. Well, you combine that with an amazing marketing group, Stephen K. Scott and Gunther Rinke, the best marketers in our country today, significant financial backing behind the company, and then a way to allow you and I to participate with them, and just for making other people aware that this even exists, which is the mission of the company, we can benefit and have a significant income. So we can increase our income, and we can do something of great significance in the health of those around us. Now that's in a nutshell what we're talking about. You said, well, man, I need to know a lot more about that. I need to know about the stability of the company and the science behind this product and all the details, and that's a whole stack and pile of stuff. Well, let me tell you, it's all there. I've got all that. I'm going to direct you and send you to that. But here's what I have found. No matter how much documentation I give you, and I'm going to give you all that, and you're going to research all that, and you're going to investigate that. In fact, I'll even invite you, if you become interested, we'll go out, fly out to the corporate headquarters, and we'll sit down and talk to all the founders and owners and let you see for yourself if you want to investigate it that deep. But here's my experience. If you don't actually try GXL, and if you're not in that 80% group, now you can have an intellectual understanding of this, but the people that are the most successful, that have the most enthusiasm, are those of us that are in that 80% group that not only know that there's the 100% benefit, but it's kind of that car wash that we can tell there's really something going on here, and we're excited about that, and we can feel it and sense it and know that basically, so to speak, our car is running better. And so here's what I'm going to ask you to do. If you're interested in looking at this further, I want to send you a questionnaire for you to fill out so I know more about you. I want to provide you with a link to all the information about myself and this company and the product and the science and the pay plan and all those parts and pieces that are obviously critical before you want to make any kind of a business commitment of your time, because there is no large financial commitment. It's just your time. But I'm going to ask you to step outside the box and test GXL. I'm going to send you to a site, and I want you to look at the section that says Join, and I want you to join me and go down to Preferred Customer. And I want you to spend $69 and order GXL and try it for 1 month. $69 plus tax and freight. At the end of that month, before the 30 days is up, and we'll be talking and communicating during that time, at the end of that time, I want you to chart what's happened in your own life. And if you really can't see a significant benefit or a change or something that's doing for you, then we're going to show you how to get your money back. We're going to cancel the order for the next month, and we'll be back to square one. Or at that point, you may say, hey, this really is a benefit for me, and if nothing else, it's giving me energy so I can work harder on the job I have and be sure I keep it, or work harder to go find that other solution. Or you may say, hey, I want to really move forward and try to build a business around this and share this with other people. And I want to know more about how to create that income that you're talking about, George, that has turned your life around and is working for many other people. And if that's where you want to go, we'll do that too. But step one is try it, see what it does for you.